It's boring. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and I watched the first episode of The Walking Dead World Beyond just a couple days ago, and it's boring. That's the one concise word to sum it up. It's just boring. The whole episode, 52 minutes, and I think I think they only killed zombies once. And there was like one zombie encounter in the whole 52 minutes of the episode. This is The Walking Dead. So it is completely geared towards young adults. This is the Riverdale version of The Walking Dead. That's the best way to describe it. If CW made The Walking Dead, this is exactly what it would look like. And it does not work. It's just a weird combination. It just does not work. Rightfully so, you should compare it to the other Walking Deads. That is well within your right to do, because it's in the same universe. I couldn't see this cast at all, in much less the first season, but even in season 10 where they are right now, I could not see this cast in there. It does not mesh at all. So going off of Bilbo, okay, I forget his name. I'm just gonna call him Bilbo. Okay, y'all know who I'm talking about. So he actually explains the outfit that he's wearing, and apparently it is, I mean, it looks like corduroy to me, but he says it's like some 90s material from the 1990s, and it is bite-proof and tear-proof. Looks like corduroy, so I don't know what it is. The other thing too is the pacing of this show, much like this video is probably gonna turn out. The pacing of this show, it does not feel like it's all just a flow. It really lulls, and then it'll amp up a little bit, and then it really lulls out. This show should not have been as long as it is. And even with as long as it is, you still don't develop any connection to the characters, which the characters I will talk about in just a second. The boys, okay, so there's the four main characters, Silas and Bilbo, and then Hope and Iris. The boys actually do well. Bilbo, completely surprised me. I was ready to just be like, oh, this guy. I was ready to just, sink my teeth into his character and just have fun with it. And he actually is probably my favorite character. I thought he was just going to be like a wimpy little nerd kid, and he's actually pretty cool. I like him. Silas, I don't care for. Hope, she is the taller one. Her character sucks. I don't like her character. And the actress really struggles with her, and I don't know if it's the actress's problem or if it's how the director wants the actress to be, but Hope is supposed to come off like a rebel, she just doesn't care anymore about the system and all that kind of stuff. But she actually comes off more as a spoiled brat rather than some loner rebel. She comes off as like, I don't even want to be around you. You're a brat. That's what you are. You're a brat. You draw no connection to her. And then Iris, she's the more chubby one. She is the Mary Sue of this show, apparently, because she is great at everything.
I am totally good.
She excels in everything. And so there's a therapist there, and the therapist points out her biggest flaw, and her biggest flaw is,
so now you have to do everything for everyone.
She cares too much. That's her biggest flaw, is she is just too caring for all the people in their little town.
I am totally good.
Okay, so you have that, which is a very common theme. You know, if you look at Star Wars and Rey, and you know, there's countless examples of these Mary Sue characters, which is a trope with SJWs. Okay, they create characters that are completely flawless, and by virtue of that, they are completely nebulous and you have no connection to them. One of the other things is they jump right into it. In the beginning of this episode, Iris is having these stupid dreams where she's a zombie, a walker.
I have these dreams that I'm dead.
Which, in the show, they actually call them empties, which I think is the worst name for the walkers to date. Okay, they've had walker, biters, which biters I didn't mind. That made sense. And then they had like, I don't even remember. I want to say geeks. Did they ever call them geeks? I don't remember. But empties, that's just the most stupid one. I hate that one. So she's having these dreams of being being a walker, and then she wakes up. Ugh. And that reoccurs throughout the show. And honestly, they could have just not even had it in there. It was stupid. What they should have done is at the beginning of the show, done like a little recap of how did this place even get there? And why are they there? And then it could have like zoomed out as if the kids were watching a documentary on their campus colony. And that would have made more sense. It would have brought people up to speed, because just jumping right into it, it was very off kilter. I didn't like it. Oh, yes, Iris. So going back to Iris, she makes, I don't know how many speeches in this just one episode. She makes like 100 speeches.
I live for my mom, who died that night 10 years ago today. We are the future. I'm sure of it. When we get there, we'll be different. We'll be ready. It's up to me now. I guess that's growing up. I am totally good.
And every single time she is validated and, oh my gosh, you are so brave. You are so brave. You are a pillar in this community. You are so brave. It's nauseating. I'm going to start getting into some spoilers, so if you want to stop watching because you haven't seen this episode or whatever, warning, spoilers ahead. The major plot line in this show is that their dad is off working for CRM. They have no idea where he is. And the CRM representative, the lieutenant colonel or whatever, tells them, oh, he's in New York. This is a coded map. By the way, it should come as no surprise, the CRM people that are there are bad. If you had any doubt, okay, I don't know how you would. So they set off on their adventure, and Iris convinces Hope, which I feel like Hope would have been the one to convince Iris. That should have been completely reversed. And for some reason, because of how much Iris cares about the people of her community, she decides within a day, like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna try to convince my sister to come with me, to go on this 1,100-mile trek towards some state that we don't really know where he is, but I'm just gonna go. And I wanna bring my sister with me. Her sister doesn't take very much convincing. It's very quick. And then they reveal their plot to the two boys, Silas and Bilbo. And the two boys were like, yeah, I'll go. Why not? I'll go. So they all four go off. What are they gonna do? How are they going to survive? Because they have I think Bilbo's carrying the biggest pack, and it's like a backpack. Everybody else is, I don't even know if the two girls are carrying any backpacks with them. It's like, sure, you know how to fight off some walkers, like especially Hope and Bilbo, maybe Silas does. Iris, I don't think has any clue. But that's like me being like, hey, I know how to take down a wolf. So I'm pretty sure I could survive in the Alaskan wilderness for however long it takes me. Just because I know how to fight off some wolves. It doesn't really make sense. But, you know, you got to do the story, right? When they meet their first walker, Iris, because she's awesome and fantastic, she's just like, hold up, guys. I got this. I got this one. And she just walks up and she swings and the camera, you know, it cuts right there. But you are safe to assume that she took it down without a problem.
I am totally good.
Even though in season 1, Andrea of The Real Walking Dead, it took her like 5 minutes to take down a walker in that RV, okay? But, you know, Iris, she's awesome, she's cool, she's fantastic at everything. One of the other things that gets revealed is that Hope, when she was younger, when the sky fell, that's their term for when the apocalypse started, is when the sky fell. And Hope, she got separated from Iris and her father, and Hope and her mother were kind of separated. And there came a point when Hope's mom got killed by this pregnant woman, and then Hope killed this pregnant woman. And spoiler alert, that was Bilbo's mom. Okay, it's a very, very small world. Okay. But that was Bilbo's mom. I don't know why they revealed that. Like, you're revealing that right off the bat. Even though totally saw it coming. Because what happens in the show is Hope tells the story, and then about 5 minutes later, Bilbo starts telling his story. And as soon as he says, my mom was pregnant, you're like, oh, don't go any further. Hope killed your mom. Got it. I knew that was coming. That was not a surprise. Because, and if I'm dumb when I watch shows or movies. My brain turns off. I really don't think much. I just watch whatever it is play out in front of me. So I saw that coming. That should tell you something. So at the very, very end, the CRM, that lieutenant colonel lady, they destroy the campus colony. They kill everybody. I assume they kill everybody. That's how it is perceived, is that they slaughtered the whole place, destroyed the whole place. Why? You don't know. Do you care? No. I had no feelings on it. Because you didn't meet anybody there to care about. And that's supposed to be like the big ending, is like they kill everybody. But again, you don't care.
And nothing of value was lost.
So that's my final thoughts. Would I recommend it? No. My one hope, though, is that Rick does not show up in this show. Oh, it would be so sad. That would be so sad if he did. At one point, they're all supposed to, I don't know, they're not supposed to combine like all together, but all their tale, like the Fear and this and regular Walking Dead, is all supposed to come to a head. Like it's all supposed to make sense. However, there is a point in the show where their dad, he's like sending messages, and he sends a message, something to the effect of things are going south and I have help. I found somebody to help me, or whatever it was. So there's a lot of speculation that somebody is Rick. And so when the Rick movies, whenever they're supposed to start, either the first one or the second one should start. I think it's probably going to be the first one. It should start where that point is happening. Because I believe it too. I'm pretty sure he's probably referring to Rick in that instance. It's unfortunate that this is almost like it's almost as if it's required homework to watch so you can understand the full universe. But honestly, if you're already losing interest in Walking Dead, I wouldn't even bother with this. This will definitely push you over the edge of loss of interest. So anyways, guys, that's the video. If you like this video, please go down and like it. If you didn't, if you're just like, Chase, this is the best spinoff of Walking Dead that there has been, please let me know why you think that. I'd love to know. And as always, peace out.
I am totally good.